Good evening, basketball fans. If you're here, we're young pilots, make some noise. We're ready for the Monarchs. Let me hear ya. We are in for a treat tonight. Welcome to Menchville High School for the Virginia Class 5 State Championship semifinals matchup between the Norview Pilots and the Menchville Monarchs. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the presentation of colors and the playing of our national anthem. Presenting the colors for tonight's game is Menchville High School JROTC Color Guard under the command of Cadet Master Sergeant Gavin Monteith. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight's homecoming parade played on Rich High School and Norview High School, Virginia. High School leagues as the members of Menchville and High School contribute to our high standards by remembering that you.
And welcome to beautiful Menchville High School. Greg Bickabaris along with Nate Milton. Nate, this is the event right here everybody's been waiting for. State semifinals between Norview from Norfolk and Menchville.
Absolutely, my friend. Folks, we are in for a crucial conflict as Menchville and Norview both want to punch their ticket to the state championship.
And Nate, this is one and done.
It is, and Menchville has the home court advantage, but Norview wants to be that rude house guest that comes in, plays the music too loud, uses up all the clothes, puts raisins in the potato salad. They want to spoil Menchville's party tonight.
All right, we got 32 minutes of great action. Keep it right here on YouTube. And Nate, of course, this is a YouTube special tonight. Type in nnps telecom in the search bar.
Absolutely. The new way of technology and just the way we connect, especially over the last 2 years, Greg, the internet has been so consequential, particularly when you talk about YouTube live streaming. So we're so glad to be able to bring folks this game tonight.
Absolutely. All right, the starting lineup for Norview, coached by Jonathan Wilson, is Mia Harrison, Jada Bryant, Diamond Wiggins, Taniya James, Parise Minor. For Menchville, it is Isla Woodson, Amari Smith, Adiana Williams, Sydney Robertson, and Kaylee Harrison. What are the keys, first of all, for Norview?
I think the key for Norview is they need to slow things down, Greg. If you look at the numbers, Menchville averages 73 points a game. Norview averages 37. So the math ain't mathing, Greg. They need to slow it down, muck it up a little bit, get, grit and grind like the Memphis Grizzlies used to do. Slow things down against these tough Menchville Monarchs.
And this is not a 50-yard dash. I mean, but it's a quick game, 32 minutes. every possession counts.
Every possession counts, and Norview obviously is the underdog here, Greg. They're playing in enemy territory, but they upset Princess Anne. Princess Anne, a perennial powerhouse in this area, so that's got to give the Pilots a lot of confidence tonight.
And they're playing at home, Menchville. That's a big advantage, playing at home. It's tough to play on the road, especially in high school, especially for the visiting team coming from Norfolk.
Absolutely. I think the thing for Menchville, Greg, is they've got to kind of block out the noise. We see the crowd is here, the pomp, the circumstance. They've got to block out the noise and play their game. Right. Run and gun, pace and space, push the tempo. I think that's Menchville's key to success.
It did affect Kempsville the other night. They were delayed by the traffic. As we're here right in Newport News, Norview in the black, white, and blue, Menchville in the white, purple, and gold. Our officials are Ron Cross, Denise Calhoun, and Ken Rose. Cross, Calhoun, and Rose. Sounds like a law firm. Right. Just underway, 8-minute quarters. Menchville coached by Adrian Webb. Glad you're with us. We did the Menchville-Kempsville game this past Friday night. No score, just underway. Kempsville with the ball. Outside jumper, it's no good. Rebounds are going to be key, Nate.
Yeah, the one advantage I see Norview having, Greg, is they're a little bit more physical. They're bigger, they're tougher, stronger inside. So Menchville's really got to attack the boards if they want to keep this thing in their favor. Norview, if I were them, I'd play that inside-out game. Pound Menchville on the inside and work on that defense.
Semifinal action right here, no score. Menchville likes to spread out offense. Norview likes the 1-1-3, 1-2-2 trap defense. Menchville being very methodical, of course, no shot clock.
Yeah, and the thing for Menchville is they've got to come in and establish the tempo early on. One of the things they failed to do against Kempsville is they were a little shaky from the start. So Menchville's got to establish the tone early, my friend.
You can see the pressure defense right now that Norview's putting on them. This is like a boxing match tonight. Not as easy getting off a shot against Norview, and they're hungry because they lost to Menchville last time in the postseason, 43-29. But of course, this is brand new. This is state semifinals.
And that loss to Menchville just a few weeks ago. I'm sure Norville has not forgotten, Greg. They are out for revenge. They are out for redemption tonight.
Menchville has only lost 3 games all year. Hampton, Smithfield, and St. Anne Belfield from Charlottesville. Smithfield's a very good team. Just all these divisions have all made it kind of crazy this year. Yeah. But Smithfield's a very good team. They beat Menchville this year. All right. Norview left to right. No score still. And the Pilots connect.
Finally, the Pilots have gotten off. They've taken flight, Greg. Norview coming in with a record of 20-5. Menchville, as you mentioned, 20-3. So these two teams on paper are evenly matched, but the Menchville Monarchs, of course, have the home court advantage. The one thing they cannot do, Greg, is turn the ball over. We've seen too many turnovers early on.
That's what hurt Kempsville, the turnovers and the steals. 3-0. Norview trying to take a deep breath. Coached by Jonathan Wilson. They're in Norfolk. So Norfolk versus Newport News tonight. Norview's got the Pilots on the back of their jerseys. And just like in football and other sports we do, getting the kinks out early is important.
Right, and one thing I'm noticing early on, Greg, is Menchville is trying to combat the physicality of Norview, but they're getting early fouls. And that could mean something later on in this game when some of your key players get into the foul trouble.
You can't play 32 minutes in 5 minutes. First shot is up and it's no good. That's number 3. That is Mia Harrison. Norview over the years has been in the Eastern District. Menchville, the Peninsula District. The nerves are definitely showing as both free throws go off the rim. Menchville going right to left in the white uniforms. Menchville in the purple, gold, and white. Coached by Adrian Webb. Semifinals tonight. State semifinals. This is the biggest event we've done since the Denby volleyball a year ago when they played in the state.
All the stakes are on the line, Greg. All the cards are on the table. The winner advances to the state championship. The loser will have a season to think about what could have been.
And the winner will play Woodgrove or Briar Woods. Congratulations to the Menchville boys taking on Maury. So Newport News taking on Norfolk Schools tonight. One on the road, one at home. We'll get to the crew list in the second and fourth quarter. Glad you're with us. Outside jumper, no good. And it's tough to play on a Monday and Friday night.
It is. That quick turnaround for both teams, we're seeing early on they're just a little bit off from what they usually have done. And I'm thinking particularly of Norview, that tough game they had against Princess Anne, a team that everybody thought was going to make it to this round. They upset Princess Anne. How much did that take out of this Norview team, Greg?
Absolutely, and Princess Anne's won so many multiple state championships. One of the top schools in Virginia Beach, and that's playing Princess Anne has helped teams like Kempsville and Bayside.
Yeah.
Outside jumper is no good, but you got to crash the boards. You can't go one and done tonight.
And it'd be very easy, Greg, for Norview to kind of fall into that trap of we beat Princess Anne, that's our championship, and to have a lull here, they cannot have a lull against the Monarchs.
Absolutely. It's still 3-0. Norview up in the black uniforms, going left to right. Taking their time. Outside jumper is up, and it's no good. Also key, shot selection, attack the glass, transition player game, not the opponent. Possession, ball control, turnovers. Mistakes can cost you. You need the bench support and keep up that energy. Stay hydrated and fresh.
Yep.
You have the grind, Nate, of the regular season, the regionals, and the state.
Yeah, and it becomes a war with attrition, Greg. It becomes a matter of who can last, outlast and advance, survive and advance. That's what both of these teams are trying to do, trying to punch their ticket to the state championship.
Again, offensive and defensive rebounds have been an issue tonight. It's still early. And the Euro step is good by number 5, Diamond Wiggins.
Diamond Wiggins shined bright like a diamond with the Euro step, reminiscent of the great Tony Kukoc up there cutting through the lane like a hot knife through cold butter.
And a lot of the WNBA girls are getting that in Europe, too.
Yep.
Outside jumper way off. Might be a good need for a timeout for Menchville here soon. Kind of reset.
You're absolutely right. Menchville is not playing like we're accustomed to seeing the Monarchs play tonight.
Menchville down 5-0. Also, 1 quarter at a time, focus on basketball and the eyes of the opponent, but play the ball. Move without the ball, crash the boards, be aggressive, inside, outside play, like Nate said, mix it up. Only focus on this game. Much needed shot.
Yeah, Menchville needed that. They needed to see the ball go through the basket at least one time because they've been struggling early on due to the defensive pressure of Norview. We'll see if that basket kind of opens things up for the Lady Monarchs.
And a good offensive boards by Norview. Second chance. Third chance by number 25, respectfully. That's Jasmine Smith.
Jasmine Smith, a 5'10 freshman, Greg. That's going to be the advantage that Norview has against Menchville. They've got that size. They've got that strength on the interior. Menchville's got to find a way to combat that.
And against Norview crashing the boards again, up 7-2. Fast break. Outside jumper is off, but right there to put it in, uncontested, is Jada Bryant.
Excuse me, Jada Bryant, the senior, coming through with a nice rebound and a putback and a much-needed timeout, as you mentioned, Greg, for the Lady Monarchs. They are all out of sorts right now.
They need to make it a team effort. Menchville does, be all-inclusive, good attitude. No lone wolf is going to win tonight. Keep it right here on YouTube. Type in nnpstelecom. Tell your friends and share it live tonight. Greg Bicabaris back with Nate Milton at Greg Bick on Twitter and YouTube.
At in the number 8 MOZAIK at Nate Mosaic on Twitter for me, folks. Again, shout out to everybody watching us live on the NNPS Telecom YouTube tonight.
And they can blow it up on their Cox Contour app and watch it on TV. Type in NNPS Telecom on the YouTube app. You can do it on TV or your phone or computer. 3 devices to watch us.
Absolutely. The wave of the future.
A steal right at home. Norview with the layup. It's good.
Wow.
Norview is hot right now. They're up 11-2. That win over Princess Anne has given them confidence.
I'm telling you, Wiggins with the steal, the diamond heist, if you will, and leading the fast break. These Lady Pilots did not come to play, Greg. They came to make a statement tonight.
And nice shot right there by number 23, Harrison from Menchville. Much needed. Norview likes the inside attack offense. Strength is transition, rebounding. Very gritty team. They hustle really well. Weakness has been some of their desired shooting, but they shot very well tonight. Kind of a lunging shot there is off. It's 11-4, 147 left in quarter number one. They played 32-minute quarters. And Norview has gotten off to a good start. The crowd will be a factor, but they need to be a factor during the entire game.
Yeah.
Use it as a sixth man.
Absolutely, but let's not sleep, Greg. Norview has traveled well tonight. There's a lot of Norview fans that made the trip from Norfolk here. So, it is Menchville's home court advantage, but Norview is well represented in this gym tonight.
And in comes for Menchville, Thomas, and Hallams. Hallams played really good the other night, and the nerves are really showing tonight for both teams. But how you get the nerves down is you start scoring. Like that. 11-5, 147. Greg Bickabera, Nate Milton, glad you're with us. We'll get to the crew list in the second and fourth quarter. And a nice Kareem-type hook shot there is off by number 4, respectfully. That was Smith, but she'll go to the line.
Uncharacteristic turnover by the Pilots right there. And, Greg, I think this is a very important stretch right here, the next couple minutes, because was that Norview's best shot? Did we see Norview's best shot, and has Menchville weathered the storm?
That burst of energy at the beginning. And Norview's had a great player in the past, Janai Guillot. Menchville, of course, we know him, Nate, Shalois Lias, Misty Hart, Danielle Dawson. They need their spirit tonight. Menchville has made the state championship before under Phil Forbes in the 90s. 11-6, Norview with the ball in the black uniforms, blue numerals, Pilots in white written on the back of the shirt. Glad you're with us live on YouTube tonight. Keep it locked here all night. Outside jumper is going to be off. You know when a shot's going to go in, and you know when a shot's going to go out.
And it seems like the tide is starting to turn a little bit in Menchville's favor. Norview had that huge opening salvo, but Menchville looks like it's trying to climb back into this ball game, folks.
And both teams only had a 2-day rest, of course. Menchville beat Kempsville 81-48 Friday night.
Norview's winning the battle of the boards, but they just haven't been able to get those second chance points down.
They're getting the rebounds, like Nate said, but not connecting in the basket. Final few seconds left in the first quarter. Nice pass. Inside, shot is up and it's no good. But right there, Norview was there to crash it. Both teams got to reset during the break. Norview had a good start, like Nate said, but they've been kind of ice cold since. Menchville's trying to find their groove.
And if Norview wants, they can hold for the last shot of the quarter, Greg.
And Menchville gets the steal and supersedes what Nate says. Nice shot by Thomas, and that's it. Norview holds on to a 3-point lead after quarter number one, but you can see the momentum is starting to shift towards Menchville.
Absolutely. Norview came out like a house on fire, Greg. The Pilots had a statement to make, but the Menchville Monarchs have started to climb back into this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be here all night. This is a game that's going to go down to the wire.
Stay tuned. We played one quarter. It's 11-8 in favor of Norview from Norfolk. All right, 8-minute quarters. Remember, 32 minutes. Focus on the task at hand, Nate. Momentum. You saw that Norview had it early. Menchville then connected. Good start in the first half, and the second half is important. Keep in mind the goals. This is the postseason, working since the fall to get to this moment. They got to forget quickly the first quarter and move on. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. They got to get the fans into the game. The fans have been quiet.
Yeah. I think if you're Norview, you got to be happy about how the first quarter went down. You've got the lead. You didn't take advantage of every opportunity, but you got the lead on the road. If you're the Lady Monarchs, you got to kind of be pleased, Greg, that you're only down by 3, because you really should be down by a lot more the way that they played early on.
A lot about confidence early on. Norview's got it early. We'll see if they can connect here. In and out. That rim can be brutal.
Whew.
That was number 11. That was Minor. Menchville doing a lot of dribbling here by Thomas. She's no doubting Thomas tonight. Sometimes you want to just get rid of the ball as quick as you can. The more dribbling, sometimes the more turnovers.
Yeah, I think what Menchville wants to do is they need to push the pace, Greg. Pace and space is what Menchville's all about. They've got great floor spacing when they're at their best. They're passing the ball around. Norview wants to clog that lane. Norview wants to slow things down and muck it up, get into a bit of a fight out there, a grit and grind, ground and pound type of game, and we'll see which team kind of exerts their philosophy on the other tonight.
Heck, the chief of police is here tonight, too. All the celebrities in the house. Menchville has to watch getting the ball in.
Wow.
And right now, Nate, you can see almost every possession counts because there's not a lot of scoring going on.
No.
For whatever reason.
Not a lot of scoring going on, and we're also seeing Norview picking up a lot of fouls right now. And early on, Greg, it might not be that big of an issue, but it's going to add up right now. You're giving Menchville free opportunities at the charity stripe to take advantage of.
11-9. Norview beat Princess Anne 40-34. You got to remember, Princess Anne has had 8 state titles under their belt.
Yeah.
Nobody even ran to the ball there. They kind of watched it. Maybe they're watching the YouTube channel. You got to be aggressive to the boards. The aggressive to the boards and free throws and mental mistakes will doom you.
And I think right now we're starting to see both teams kind of settle down. They were, when the lights and the cameras are out here, Greg, when there's so much on the line, it's easy to kind of be a little bit over your skis early on. But it seems like both teams are settling in now.
Menchville crashing the boards again. Great job, relentless.
Wow.
By Harrison.
Harrison, if you at first you don't succeed, Greg, try again, my friend. Harrison did a great job crashing the boards, following her own miss, and finally willing that ball back in to get the hoop and the harm. Now she has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
All right, we're in the state semifinals. Menchville High School, Newport News, Virginia. Greg Bickavera, Nate Milton, glad you're with us. Menchville and Norview locked up at 11. Our officials, Ron Cross, Denise Calhoun, Ken Rose.
So far, a very physical game between both teams. As Harrison misses the free throw. All tied up. We'll see, Greg. Norview threw the first punch. Menchville got off the canvas. Can Norview now respond in kind?
Norview's got the ball. Tied up at 11. This is a big possession. And you can see the momentum shifting towards Menchville. Norview gets it back. .640 left till halftime. Right now, Norview's a little ice cold.
Yeah, Norview, right now, they are not executing the way they were in the first quarter, Greg. And that's something I'm sure Coach Wilson wants to speak to his team about. You're not going to beat any opponent, let alone a team as tough as the Menchville Monarchs, when you're making those unforced errors.
And Weaver comes in for
Just
Menchville.
like
She's the daughter of Brian Weaver, the athletic director at Denby. 11 all. Every possession counts. And the shot is up and it's no good. Again, Norview beat Princess Anne to get here. Menchville beat Kempsville. Well, tonight's a brand new night.
Absolutely, my friend. Menchville High School here in Newport News, Virginia, of course. Norview in central Norfolk, Virginia. Norview, of course, home of the famous Norfolk 17, a group of students who are among the first students to integrate schools in Virginia. So a lot of history in this area, and so it's great to be able to bring you this game, folks, particularly folks that aren't here in state, Greg. They're watching all around the world via the YouTube channel. Give you a little bit of flavor here of how we do things in Virginia.
And Norview's up by 1. Well said, Nate. Norview gets the ball back. Norfolk's 2 big sports celebrities were the late Sweet Pea Whitaker and, of course, Bruce Smith, who played for the Buffalo Bills.
Absolutely. Sweet Pea Whitaker, as you know, Greg, one of my favorite all-time boxers. Woo!
And number 5 right there, Diamond Wiggins.
Diamond Wiggins with a shot that would have made Sweet Pea proud right there. Diamond Wiggins has really been the catalyst so far for the Norview Pilots.
And Norview's rivals are Granby, Maury, Booker T. Washington. And now, of course, Princess Anne.
Yeah.
Here comes the Pilots. And they're flying away right now. Woo. And I like how she set her feet up right there, and and she just didn't panic, and she tried to make the shot.
Yeah, Diamond Wiggins, I've been really impressed with her so far in this game. She averages 13 points a game, Greg, a junior. So she's got 1 more year. So as good as she is now, imagine how much better that Diamond is going to be next year, Greg Rigoveras. But she has really been kind of the leader, the catalyst for this team tonight.
Some rubies and emeralds, too. This is number 5, Diamond Wiggins. A lot of confidence. She misses both free throws, and that can come back to haunt you later.
You got to cash in those free throw attempts at the charity stripe, Greg.
High school madness here at Menchville High School, Newport News. The house that Pop Pitts built, the late Pop Pitts. Woo. He had great players that played here at Menchville on this floor.
So much tradition in this building, Greg, like you mentioned, Coach Pitts and all the players of years gone by.
15-11, Norview up by 4 with 5:33 left till halftime.
All right, back here at Menchville High School. Virginia High School League State semifinals. Nate Milton, Greg Rigoveras bringing you the action here. The Menchville Monarchs up by 4 at home on the Norview Pilots, Greg.
And our crew, Josh Stuck, Colin Smalls, Muriel Gamble doing the camera, Brendan Hedgepath, engineering stream coordinator, Ray Price producing and directing, Greg and Nate, and Elijah Price, the floor manager.
Absolutely great job by our crew tonight, folks, bringing you the sights and sounds live from Menchville High School.
15-11, this is a big possession here for Menchville. These 8-minute quarters can fly by.
Absolutely, and it's easy to kind of get in a hole like that too, Greg, the way the quarters are paced.
And shots that normally seem easy can be like shooting in an ocean.
Yep.
Or a small golf hole, too.
The degree of difficulty is ratcheted up.
Yes.
To get to this state in the playoffs.
The basket looks like a golf hole. Very small.
And we're seeing both teams turning the ball over.
Ball handling has been an issue. All right, it's 15-11. Menchville down by 4 with the ball, 4:40 left. They need to take a deep breath, not a 50-yard dash. This is more of a 600-yard dash.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Menchville, though, because Menchville loves to run, but you're right, Greg. Now might be a time for Coach Webb to get these girls to settle down just a little bit and play inside their game.
Norview gets it. Remember, these teams can go in the 4 corners. Carolina at one time beat Duke that way. outside jumper is good by the Pilots. It was 11-all, 7-0 run.
And the
7 unanswered points.
And the thing is, Greg, this Norview team is not going to quit. They are not going to curl up in the ball and fade away. They're going to stay right here in your face for 4 quarters. That's what they did to Princess Anne, one of the biggest upsets in the tournament. And so the Menchville Monarchs are going to have to play all 4 quarters, Greg, play smart basketball if they want to come out of here with the dub.
Norview had 11 points after the first quarter. They got 18. Menchville had 8. Now they got 11. So it's 18-11, 3:45 left. You can see Norview's trying to settle down a little bit. Walking the ball around pretty good, but turnover. Everything is tough. The passes. I remember one time we were playing the great St. Vincent's at the YMCA, and I shot everything was a brick. The nerves of these big games can become bricks.
Absolutely, Greg. So
You've been there too, Nate.
Just the opposite of never nervous Purvis Ellison from Louisville.
He might have played his best year, his freshman year. Menchville outside jumper. Off the glass and 2.0.
Greg, I know it's 7:45 on a Monday night, but the bank is still open, my friend.
Get that Zelle account moving. Or Venmo, right, Nate?
She just made a direct deposit.
18-14. And nice touch right there by Diamond Wiggins. The 1-2 punch of Wiggins and Bryant have sizzled so far. I'm really impressed by Diamond Wiggins. She's a Division I level talent.
That's your
she is
veteran
an
leadership.
elite player.
Veteran leadership, Bryant the senior, Wiggins the junior, really carrying the Pilots so far.
You can see her leadership. She's trying to make this her house tonight. You can see it in her eyes, Nate.
Yeah.
And this girl is a winner.
And that's the thing. Like, it would be so easy for this Norview team to just be happy with beating Princess Anne and then, call it a day. But they want to finish the job, Greg. They know one game is not going to finish the job. They want to walk away with that state championship. And to do that, they got to beat the Menchville Monarchs.
Both teams have unfinished business. All right, 20-14. Outside jumper is way off. Good boards there. These refs are letting them play the game up until then. But you got to watch injuries and attrition.
Oh, yeah. It's, never let it be said that basketball is not a contact sport. It is physical out here, folks. This is what it's all about, though. When the title is on the line, an opportunity to get to that championship game, you leave everything on the court, Greg. You leave everything out there.
Norview's got the ball going left to right on the YouTube channel. Type in NNPS Telecom. Great job by the 1-2 punch of Ray Price and Brendan Hedgepath, making this broadcast possible. 20-14. Outside jumper is up, and it's good. Just like the Iceman.
Okay.
The Ice Woman there, number 11. That was Minor. That was no minor league shot there.
Layla Minor coming up major right there with the shot from downtown. Got the Lady Monarchs on their heels. The Pilots are in control right now.
And the shot off the glass is off. 1:30 left. 9-point lead by Norview, and Metro needs to crash the glass. You're going to miss shots, but it's that second and third opportunity.
Uncharacteristic play right now by the Lady Monarchs. We're so used to, Greg, to seeing them in control, seeing them push the tempo. This is not the Menchville team that we've seen all season long.
They got to regroup fast, but they got to have time to work out the kinks as well. Big crowd, big stage, big energy. It's very much an emotional game, too. It's a game of attrition, like we said. And take little steps. Every opportunity to get a steal, a turnover, a basket, a second chance. Take advantage of those opportunities.
A little run can turn into a big run, and a big run can turn into a big win. And that's what Norview wants to do right now. Can the Lady Monarchs withstand the storm? Can they get up off the canvas? Can they defend home court?
And Menchville's got to be cognizant of the clock. There's no shot clock, less than a minute left, because making up a lot of real estate in the second half won't be easy.
No.
See, Norview can go in a stall 4 corners in the fourth quarter.
And this plays right into Norview's hands. Norview doesn't want to get out there and run with Menchville. They can't run with Menchville, but they can hit them with that grit and grind. Slow the pace, work that half-court offense, beat them down defensively. That's the Norville Pilots game plan, folks.
Very impressed by all these student athletes. Sometimes easy becomes hard quick. 23-14. This is a big possession here for Adrian Webb's Menchville Monarchs. Great coaches in the past like Phil Forbes.
As one of your favorites always said, Greg, it gets late early. The great Yogi Berra.
Yeah, definitely.
Time is of the essence.
It's getting late on this Monday night. Menchville would like to get a basket before halftime, Nate. "13 seconds left till halftime. It is 23-14. Greg Bickadaris, Nate Milton. Go to YouTube. All you got to do is type in NNPS Telecom, one word, to watch and listen to this telecast. 13 seconds, Nate. You just want to make a positive note here to end the half.
Yeah, if you're Menchville, if you're Coach Webb, you want to keep that deficit under 10 points. I think that's the magic number. Anything over 10 is going to be hard to overcome. If you can keep it under 10 at home, you got a shot.
Menchville having a lot of pride for their girls and boys basketball. Of course, it's not been easy. Menchville's football team has definitely improved over the years, too. But getting to the state is a totally different ball game. Outside jumper is off. Another opportunity is good.
Okay.
Just what Menchville needed by number 33, Hallam's. And that's it. We played one half. It is 23-16 in favor of Norview from Norfolk on the road. Keep it right here again. Norview's up by 7. This is the Division State semifinals. One more game, you're in the championship. nnps Telecom. Want to thank also Sonny Dirt for listening. Sonny is out in Florida.
Absolutely. Shout out to Sonny, longtime friend and associate. We appreciate you, Sonny. But this second half, folks, this is going to be something to watch because Menchville has the home court advantage, Greg. They have the higher seed, but right now they're looking up at the scoreboard at the Norview Pilots. Can the Pilots land this plane, Greg, or will Menchville cause some turbulence on this flight home?
Right. Norview wants to keep it steady. The officials tonight, of course, Ryan Cross, Denise Calhoun, Ken Rose. We'll get to our crew list in the fourth quarter once again. Glad you're with us here for our showcase event tonight, like a boxing match got a heavyweight feel to it.
Yeah.
Norview versus Menchville. Of course, the Southside schools like Princess Anne, they've been there, done that, tasted the Kool-Aid. These two schools are trying to drink the Kool-Aid tonight.
Yeah. You know, in the long tradition here at Menchville, you talk about those Phil Forbes teams with Danielle Dawson, Chalois Lias, Michelle Rodriguez, so many other great players over the years. But this team, this 2022 Menchville Monarch team wants to add their name to that list, Greg.
And we got the Diamond right in front of us.
Diamond wants to shine in this second half, y'all.
She's got a lot of poise. I'm really impressed by her.
Yep.
She's only a junior, like my dad used to say. All right, Norview in the black uniforms, up by 7. We'll see what Menchville can do after the halftime intermission. Go to YouTube, type in nnps Telecom. Balancing the line right there, close to being out of bounds. Again, shout out to the female official as well, Denise Calhoun.
It's so fitting, Greg, that Norview, their uniform colors, as you mentioned, black and blue, because that's the style of basketball that they play, Greg. That's what's made them successful, that tough defense, that interior presence, getting the rebounds.
Or like football, blue bloods.
Absolutely.
Both teams are blue bloods. You don't want to ride the line at all because you can go out of bounds quick. We'll get to the lineups here in just a moment. Goes out of bounds right to Elijah. Except he can't help them tonight. He plays volleyball. 23-16. Menchville down by 7. They got to realize they got to put their gas in the pedal here soon. Because, as you know, the game will be over. 23-16. Out for Norview is Wiggins.
Menchville has got to start to get back to their game, Greg.
Bryant, James, absolutely, Nate. Harrison, and number 12, respectfully, Minor, for the black and blue Pilots.
Menchville's been playing Norview's game all night. That slowed down, down-tempo half-court game. That's not what the Menchville Monarchs do. They're a pace and space team. They're a running gun team. They got to pick up the tempo. They've got to be more aggressive. They got to be proactive, to use one of your favorite words, my friend. They have to be proactive and come out here and set the tone in the second half.
Yeah, you got to keep that energy up. You got to get it from the crowd. Sometimes they need that boost. They need that boost. Menchville's got to get that energy up because right before you know it, it'll be the end of the third quarter, and then you don't want to play hustle and then catch up in the fourth quarter. Menchville being methodical. We'll get to their lineup here, just like we did Norview. Glad you're with us for our showcase event tonight. Menchville's got number 1, Thomas, number 4, Smith, number 23, Harrison, number 15 is Robertson, and number 2 is Woodson. Menchville, the purple, gold, and white. White shirts, white shorts. Playing at home. Both teams a little cold here in the third quarter. Woo! That was definitely a foul. If you get contact, it's a foul.
Yeah. Telling you, getting fast and furious out here, folks. The Menchville crowd, the home crowd, not happy at that call by our official, but they made the right call, Greg.
Yes, they did. Remember, these schools aren't that far apart, Newport News and Norfolk. But the bridge tunnel can make it seem like it's going to Alaska. Now take your time. Free throws seem like they're easy because they're free, but they're not exactly layups either.
Yeah,
Ask Shaq that, right,
this
Nate?
would be a completely different game if Norview were hitting their free throws and even a 75% clip.
There's Diamond. After the missed free throws, Menchville gets a chance to regroup and reset. Here come the Monarchs. Layup is off.
Woo! Wow.
It'll be Norview's ball. Again, Menchville likes the spread out offense, the man and zone defense. Strength is shooting well. Weakness is don't settle for shots, and they have been settling for shots. That's exactly what the coach, Adrian Webb, said don't do.
That was $1 million move by Menchville right there, but the proverbial $5 shot. Like, you can't stop being aggressive once you get to the interior. You got to finish the job.
But you're seeing how difficult it is to make any shot tonight, even a duck shot or underneath the basket. It's difficult.
And again, as I mentioned off the top, Greg, Menchville averages 73 points a game. Norview only 57, but Norview has found a way to get Menchville to play their game, this slow, grinding game.
And putting them to sleep is what they're doing. It's almost like they're hypnotizing them on their own home floor. Here come the Pilots. But Menchville's got a lot of bounce back. They can fight it back, but they can't settle. They've got to be really aggressive here in the final 6:06 in the third quarter. You want to set the stage for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you want to set yourself up in the best position for success. And let's not forget, this is the Menchville team, Greg, that's overcome a lot of things this season. Kiera Beal was injured for part of the season. They had to overcome a lot. Could it all be catching up to Menchville tonight?
Yeah, Beal played a little bit sparingly, but she's out.
Yeah, she's not the same, and this team is not the same when she's not there.
Minor connects. Good point, Nate. 9-point lead now by the Pilots from Norfolk. Here comes Menchville. Much needed shot by number 23, respectfully, Harrison. She's a grinder inside. Remember, you've grinded in the regular season, regionals, in the state.
Absolutely. Harrison, Kylie Harrison, the junior, with a great move. Right now, Menchville just really frustrated on the defensive end.
I've seen a lot of talented athletes over the years like you have, Nate. This girl, number 5 for Norview, is the real deal.
Yeah.
This girl is a Division I level elite basketball player. She
Wiggins
stands out.
Diamond Wiggins, she can play the 2 guard. She can also play a little bit of the wing.
I mean, Virginia Beach has got 11 high school. She was relentless against Princess Anne. That's given her a lot of confidence. Some people walk with the moxie, and they don't have to say a word. Their actions do the talking. This is number 25 right here. That's Jasmine Smith, and she makes it. I like how nice and orange the basketball is. The ones I find are brown.
Menchville's got to push the pressure. They can't let Norview set up the trap.
Oh, just like that, number 2. Does the ice chill? That was Woodson. Menchville cut it down to 6. Here come the Pilots. Physical game night. Long jumper is good. That'll quiet the crowd. And Nate, like you said, Norview's brought some people here by number 11, Minor.
Wow. Layla Minor said, anything you can do, I can do better. Top that. Coming right back with the long distance shot.
4:55 left in quarter number 3. It's 30-21. Norview up. Menchville cannot get discouraged. You got to play the ball. Focus on at hand. Move without the ball. Crash the boards. Be aggressive. That's it right there. Jumper is no good. Layup is too hard. Sometimes the easy shots are difficult.
Yeah. Menchville being very tenacious on the defense, though. They've got to get some stops.
Jumper is off. Like a balancing beam right there. Menchville down by 9 with the ball in the white uniforms. Bench support's going to be So important here in the fourth quarter. And it's good. She had to scoop that ball down low.
I'm telling you, it looked like Norview was going to get another steal. Menchville able to get the pass underneath and then get the score. Big bucket for the Lady Monarchs, Greg.
30-23 in favor of Norview. Keep it right here for the state semifinals.
Menchville down by 7 midway through the third quarter. Greg Bickaveris, Nate Milton here bringing you the action live from Menchville High School. State semifinal action, folks.
On YouTube, it's a privilege and pleasure. Again, thank you to Ray and Brandon for making this technical broadcast possible. A little bit too sloppy there. And Menchville does a great job with the boards, trying to will themselves to a win. You got to put a hand in your face too, Nate, when you're taking those. You can't have uncontested shots.
No, you got to contest every shot. Right now, though, Greg, it looks like Menchville is starting to get a little bit more juice. Can Norview slow that momentum down?
Remember, Menchville's only lost 3 games this year to Hampton, Smithfield, and St. Anne Belfield. They beat Kempsville in our broadcast 81-48. Really was not a contest from the get-go. Maybe a little shaky at first. And number 2 at the line shoots it up and misses. That was Woodson. And the big win, the big story, got all the attention, was Norview beating Princess Anne, who's won 8 state titles, 40-34. Remember, Virginia Beach has got 11 high schools. 11. Newport News and Hampton have a combined 9. 30-24 after that second free throw. Take a look at this girl, folks. She is something. Nice pass. She's very unselfish. She's like the LeBron out here.
I mean, she does a little bit of everything.
She really is.
When you're talking about Diamond Wiggins, and the thing is, Greg, like we mentioned, only a junior, still has room to grow and develop her game.
She is box office, folks. People are paying to see her play. She is box office. Menchville with the ball. Outside jumper is off. And the coach is livid. Adrian Webb is not happy. His dad also coached this team.
Yep. Menchville cannot afford to get frustrated here, Greg.
This is the place to be in Newport News on the peninsula tonight. This is an event, not just a game. Here she is. Number 5. Out to number 11, respectfully. That was Minor. Outside jumper, off. Follow up with the boards is off. Nice crashing there by number 25, Jasmine Smith.
Yeah, Jazz Smith, 5'10" freshman, getting the board there. And that's been the story all night, Greg. Norview hasn't shot for a great percentage, but they've battled on the boards. They've gotten those second chance points. It's like that old Shalimar song, second time around. Like not the first time, but the second time around, Norview's been able to cash in.
That's number 25 for Norview. And in comes number 15, Sydney Robertson, giving them a little energy here. Bench support so important here as the game of attrition. Both teams attacking the glass. Really good. That's a miss. 7-point lead for Norview. Menchville with the ball going left to right. Menchville likes that spread out offense. They got to get it across the timeline, folks. It's not as easy as it looks.
Wow.
There's a steal, double steal. Norview gets it back. Pilots right now inside.
Wow.
Officials doing a good job letting them play the game.
Big time defensive stop by the Lady Monarchs, but they can't convert on the offensive end.
And the boards by Norview once again in the black uniforms. Up by 7, 31-24. Glad you're with us at Menchville High School in Newport News. One win away from the state championship awaits either team. We still have one more quarter left. Glad you're with us. Norview, outside jumper is off. Menchville gets the boards by number 2, Woodson. Here come the Monarchs. The Monarchs on their shirt. A lot of pride here in Newport News. Too hard off the glass.
Wow. That was a great drive, but didn't convert on the basket.
I remember my old neighbor, Mr. Heath, used to say that soft touch, whether it's shooting in the net or off the glass.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you're going so fast you don't even think about the shot.
If you're looking in the NBA, it's like a player like the Iceman George Gervin, or modern day like Trey Young. And you got that soft floater, that soft touch around the rim. That's what you need, to get these balls going down.
That miss can be like a turnover and steal for the other team.
Yep.
Here comes Norview. Again, neither team has played great tonight.
A lot of physicality on both sides of the ball.
And the coach is livid. The Norview coach is livid at number 10, James. All right, it is 31-24. We have 90 seconds left here in the third quarter from Menchville High School in Newport News, Virginia, live on YouTube. All right, back to live action here at Menchville High School. All the 5 Newport News schools, congratulations to them, school board, everybody. Outside jumper is up, and it's no good. Diamond gets the boards, and she connects. Firing her team up. Much needed shot there as Norview's up now by 9.
Telling you folks, Diamond Whitaker is country strong. Devo in the boards.
And she's taken over this game. Just got the rebound there. Dishing it out. She's a very unselfish player. Remember, Menchville beat Norview 43-29 a few weeks ago. That don't mean nothing now. Menchville still got plenty of time to refocus and reset. 49 seconds. Glad you're with us live on YouTube. Type in nnpstelecom. Menchville will throw it inbounds. Down by 9 with 45 seconds till the fourth quarter. And right, almost like a jump ball. It is a jump ball. Norview does a sub. That's number 12, Nate, coming in as minor. She's been a great shooter tonight.
Yep.
Again, congratulations to the Menchville boys, too, as well.
Absolutely. Going deep in the playoffs. As you mentioned, Paris Minor checking in for Norview.
And also teams like Highland Springs and Riverside this year as well for the boys. Outside jumper is off. Good boards there by the Monarchs. Another opportunity. Menchville's getting opportunities. They needed to connect on their opportunity.
Oh,
that's a foul there. Too aggressive.
Woo.
Too aggressive right there by number 12, Minor.
Yes. That's even a foul on the blacktop, folks. That's a playground level foul.
Yeah, that's outdoors. And street ball can help you for games like this.
Absolutely. I think what we're seeing by Menchville, Greg, is when the shot's not falling, their offense starts to stagnate a little bit.
And like they need little energy and little positive steps.
Yeah.
Making a free throw, getting a rebound, creating a turnover, moving without the ball. I mean, when you watch the tournaments this week on TV, it's all about who steps up in big games.
Absolutely.
Who steps up in the fourth quarter.
One shining moment.
That shot is off. Norview up by 8, 33-25. The coach for Norview, Jonathan Wilson, telling them to settle down. He's wearing a pink shirt, white tennis shoes.
Another foul on the Lady Monarchs.
I like this girl here too, Minor. Minor's only a freshman, Nate. She's not playing like a freshman tonight.
Yeah, Layla Minor, freshman. We also have Paris Minor, a senior. So, the Minors have been coming up major tonight for the Norview Pilots, Greg. And if Norview is able to hang on and pull this game out, I think you got to look at the contributions of Diamond Wiggins, Layla Minor, and Jade Bryant.
All right, high off the glass. Menchville down by 9. Outside jumper, off. All right, we played 3 quarters. We got 1 left. Here at Menchville High School, it's 34-25 in favor of the visiting team, the Norview Pilots, winning on the road. Stay tuned. All right, back to live action. Greg Picaveras, Nate Milton. Glad you're with us here on YouTube. Type in nnpstelecom in the search bar. Tell your friends. Officials doing a great job. Ron Cross, Denise Calhoun, Ken Rose. This has been a very physical game.
This has been a physical game. Credit to our officiating crew for maintaining composure out here. But this is what it all comes down to, Greg. 8 minutes to see who punches their ticket to the state championship game.
Great sportsmanship by both squads tonight. Don't need a quad 1 win out here. This is it. Semi-final action. Again, Sonny Durf listening out in Florida. Hello, Sonny.
Absolutely.
Shows you the power of YouTube.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. A shout out to Sonny, shout out to our men and women in uniform all around the world who might be watching tonight.
And heard from a friend of mine, Irina, who lives on the peninsula, who's from Ukraine, and she talked to me today that her family is still in Ukraine. She's been here for 12 years and really has got a great attitude. Unbelievable how her family's in Ukraine. She doesn't even know day to day if they're going to make it.
Absolutely. Thoughts and prayers out to everybody over there going through that.
And that's number 4, Amari Smith. And every free throw counts now. There's no tomorrow, 1 and done. This is the fourth quarter.
If you're Menchville and if I'm Coach Webb, I gave him that Rocky speech, Greg. Life ain't about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you get hit and you keep going forward. They got to get up off the canvas and make a statement, make a stand right now. But the Norview Pilots, they want to be out here like Ivan Drago. They want to stop this Cinderella story.
And Norview's got to watch it. They got to make those easy layups too. But when it's pressure and nerves, an easy layup can be difficult. Outside jumper is way off. The ball comes towards Nate almost.
I was ready.
Norview ball. Keep your eye on number 5, folks. For Norview, Diamond Wiggins. Usually leaders want to take control of the game here in the fourth quarter. Menchville, total team effort on their part. Great job. But right now, what you're seeing is Norview milking the clock a little bit. And they connect. 9-point lead, Menchville trailing.
Menchville's got to start pushing that tempo, Greg.
A little bit too much gusto right there. Yep, he goes out of bounds. Wasn't a bad pass, but you gotta move to the ball.
A little too much mustard on it.
How about ketchup, Nate? I actually like hot dogs with ketchup.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few. To me, I don't know why. Why is ketchup not liked?
Here's the thing.
I
I don't
love
have
ketchup.
a problem with ketchup, mustard, relish.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to put on your hot dog, folks, as long as it makes you happy.
Menchville needs a little pep in their step.
Oh, man. Menchville needs some pep in their step right now, Greg.
Still plenty of time left, but you can tell the hourglass is ticking.
Yeah.
Every possession counts right now. Every shot counts, every turnover, steal. Great crowd tonight.
This is not the same Menchville Monarch team we've seen all season, Greg.
No, Menchville, it's tough. 2-day rest. You know, one thing is to play the regular season. This is not a regular season game.
Yeah.
For the seniors, this could be their last game. And Norview has got so much confidence now after beating a very difficult opponent in Princess Anne from Virginia Beach.
That could be the catalyst for Norview.
It probably is.
Beating Princess Anne gives them that confidence.
Now, one thing we're seeing is the net. The net is falling apart here on the Norview side. That definitely needs to be replaced because you can see it. It's pretty obvious the string is hanging down from the rim. Probably not enough time left to do it now, though. Norview is up by 10. Doing what Dean Smith used to like, the 4 quarters. That's exactly what they're doing right now. This is what Dean Smith used to do with Phil Ford and Mitch Kupchak and Tommy Lagarde. There she is.
Wow.
Diamond Wiggins taking control like we said. Menchville needs to answer quick. They need attack on all cylinders and clusters. Great shot, just like that. Whew. Adrian Webb's always got his team prepared. 9-point, anybody's ball game. 39-30 in favor of Norview with 5:54 left in this contest. Keep it right here. All right, back to live action. Little break right here. 5:54 left in the fourth quarter. Greg Bicaveras along with Nate Milton, our entire crew. Josh Stuck, Colin Smalls, Muriel Gamble, Brandon Hedgepath, Ray Price, Elijah Price. Greg and Nate here courtside. Our cast and crew. A lot of speed out here tonight. A lot of bursts of energy by both teams. We'll see if Menchville can capitalize after that nice shot. Down by 9. Do you start going for threes or still too early yet?
I think you got to take the best shot available, and you got to make it. You got to convert.
Whatever's wide open.
Yeah.
There she is, dribbling between her legs. Diamond Wiggins. Nate, you've seen some guys not as good as her.
I'm telling you, Diamond is Diamond is the real deal, folks. She is not a cubic zirconia. She is not some fake jewelry. But the Monarchs are not going away quietly, folks.
They heard you talking. They said,
they heard me.
Hold on. That was Hallam's.
Not so fast.
They cut the lead down to 7.
Wow.
And Norview could not get it in. You can't read your own press clippings.
I'm telling you, this is where it starts to get tight. This is where it starts to get tight.
That's why it's so important to have 3 officials out here. 6 eyes are better than 2 or 4.
I know one of your favorite songs, Greg, was Dougie Fresh the Show. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Well, 5 minutes, we're going to see who's gone, because this is what it's all about. Who will advance, who will go home.
And the coach, Adrian Webb, is having a little bit of a match here with the official, Ron Cross. They're agreeing to disagree. We'll call it a night. Cross didn't say anything. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Can't agree on everything.
I happen to see things from a different point of view. It's a healthy discourse.
5:03 left. See my old neighbors here, the Gentrys here. A lot of people here at the game tonight from Newport News and the South Side. Nice presence out here.
As you mentioned, Greg, this is the premier event tonight. Packed gym, state championship.
Sports or entertainment. This is it.
Yes, sir.
There's no restaurant or music hall more popular. They're creating their own music out here tonight.
I'm telling you.
And these girls all got school tomorrow, too.
Can Menchville catch the pilot? Just like you're running through the airport trying to catch that flight before it takes off.
Like the ACC, sail with the pilot. That's what Norview's doing right now. And Menchville gets the steal, much needed steal. Down by 7. This has been a game of spurts.
Yeah. Right now, the momentum seems to be tipping a bit in the Monarchs' favor, but they got to cash in on these free throws.
Norview's got a little bit of a cushion, but that can slide really quick here if they don't watch it. And you need a lot of poise here, and that's exactly what Amari Smith is bringing, poise at the free throw line as she connects.
Yeah. With the loss of Beal, somebody's got to step up. We're going to see who is going to step up for the Lady Monarchs.
Norview's up by 5. Menchville full court pressure defense. Norview's having trouble getting the ball in.
Yeah. Things are getting a little tight, Greg. They can hear the footsteps coming.
The nerves, being on the road, school night, work night, it's difficult.
Wow.
Both teams are leaving it out on the play. Right here on the hardwood. Got to watch the pass. You almost have to premonition before you make an error.
Wow.
Back court. See, little things. What did we talk about the entire game? Balancing the line.
Yeah, over the timeline. And now you see the crowd is back into it for maybe the first time since tip-off, Greg.
And the court's looking smaller when you're at the timeline right there.
Absolutely.
Just trying to get it across the timeline. You can't put enough emphasis on that. Menchville down by 5. Plenty of time left for both teams. And it's good. Menchville playing like champs right now. That was Williams. Norview holding on to a 3-point lead. Woo. No reason to foul or make mistakes right now. Jennifer Nuttycombe, the AD at Menchville, she was at Ward.
And as you mentioned, the history here at Menchville. And I think that's what we're seeing right now, Greg. We haven't seen it all game long, but that's that Monarch pride starting to come out.
And they're getting the crowd in the game. They're making some They're bouncing their feet on the bleachers.
Woo.
Shot is up and it's good. This free throw is huge by number 4, Jada Bryant.
Jada Bryant, senior leadership. The noise isn't going to faze her. The crowd isn't going to faze her.
These girls are from Norfolk. They are tough.
Tough, gritty, scrappy team. Norview Pilots trying to ice this thing.
4-point lead. 2-possession lead right now for Norview. Menchville with the ball. A little over 4 minutes left. There's a foul.
Wow.
As number 23 gets fouled, that was Harrison. She'll go to the line. She's a grinder inside, like we've seen. She played really well against Kempsville, too.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Keely Harrison or Harry Houdini, because she just pulled a rabbit out of the hat with that one, Greg. Looked like she was headed out of bounds, was able to get a shot off and get fouled.
You got to make those free throws. Of course, Norview's right off Chesapeake Boulevard in Norfolk. Menchville behind Warwick and Denby as far as seniority in schools. She missed both free throws, but they get a big rebound. And a foul by number 11, Layla Minor. And everything gets punctuated now. Little things become exclamation points, and it's very difficult to overcome the minutia.
Everything is intensified in the final 5 minutes, my friend. 4 points separating these two teams. 3 minutes left, a little under 4 minutes left. Who's going to make that statement play?
Big free throw right there. Menchville missed some, but they got the boards. They got another opportunity to cut this lead to 2. Anybody's ball game right now. Glad you're with us live on YouTube. 40-37. 40-38.
Woo!
You want your big money shots right here in the fourth quarter. 3:57 left.
It's like you haven't been walking in the park at night, Greg. You start to hear footsteps behind you. You walk a little quicker because you don't want to get caught. That's what Norview's feeling right now.
Or looking over your shoulder. Norview trying to stall the ball right now. But if you're winning, you still want to play aggressive.
Uh-oh.
Here come the Monarchs. And they get fouled.
Wow.
Just like in tennis, when you're up 2 sets to 1 in a best-of-5 match, you don't want to let your foot off the pedal. You got to still pretend like you're losing. And I think right now, Norview is playing not to lose.
Yeah, and they're playing not to lose, and this Menchville offense has been so uncharacteristically sloppy all night. And now they're starting to pick it back up. They want it, Greg. They do not want to lose on this home court. They want to win, survive, and advance.
Because they remember, like Coach K lost his last game.
Yep.
No matter what he did, he lost that last home
Absolutely.
game. And he's going to remember that taste in his mouth. Although his record's unbelievable.
Well, especially for these seniors here tonight, Greg. This could be their last game. They don't want to go out like this.
And the game is tied up.
Wow.
Brand new ball game. It's 40-all. Menchville has bounced their way back in the game. Norview, of course, having trouble right now. They're almost like in panic mode. Woo! They get a big steal. Here come the Pilots. You can't sail the ball across the court. The other team has a chance to get underneath it. Outside jumper is off. Menchville's got the boards.
Norview's not crashing the boards like they were in the first half.
And they're playing tentative. Menchville's playing aggressive and proactive. Woo. And these breaks have helped.
Wow.
The bench support has helped. Menchville has a chance to get a lead for the first time in quite some time.
Whew, this is what it's all about. This is the competition from both teams that you want to see. We're glad to be able to bring it to you live, folks, here on the nnpstelecom YouTube channel. First one in, Greg.
Number 4 right there. Big free throw, Smith. Menchville's up by 1, 41-40. And they connect again. Both teams going to the bench. Giving the players a break. Still plenty of time left. The crowd is on their feet. Here comes Norview. There is no tomorrow, folks. It's one and done. This is state semifinals here at Menchville. Outside jumper, off. Norview will get it again. You can't put a price tag on second chance shots now.
You cannot, Greg. And I'm no meteorologist, I'm no weatherman, but Norview has gone cold in this fourth quarter. They're not hitting their shots, but maybe even more important than that, they're not rebounding. They're not getting those second chance opportunities.
They're playing very reactive. You can't do that in tournament play, but they beat Princess Anne. That game is long history by now. Here comes Norview, kind of tentative even about passing the ball or shooting it. And they get fouled. And they're tired. You can see them huffing and puffing, both teams. They put it all out on the court tonight. All these girls have done really good.
Yeah.
That's number 25, respectfully, Jasmine Smith. Got a diamond in a Jasmine out here.
I'm telling you, like this hasn't been the prettiest game, Greg. Let's keep it real. But this has been a very intense struggle. A lot of hard-nosed defense, and I think it's going to come down to which team makes the fewest mistakes in this last 2 minutes.
Who is going to make the key baskets, the key passes?
Yeah.
But you got to have that equal effort on defense as well.
That key defensive stop.
Live on YouTube, type in nnpstelecom. This is it, the fourth quarter. 42-40. Menchville up by 1. Now 42-41. Big free throw here.
Woo.
But the good thing about free throws, it gives both teams a chance to take a break.
Yes, take a breath. Get ready to reset a little bit mentally and physically.
So glad to have Nate with us tonight. Can't fly solo all the time, Nate.
No, you can't. Absolutely glad to be here, Greg. This is the premier event tonight. Don't touch that dial, folks.
Our showcase event. Got to get that ball off. And Menchville's going to the corner.
Oh, my.
That's number 33. Helms, she likes that corner. And that corner helped her. Menchville is 2 minutes away from going to the state championship.
Wow.
2 minutes. They can milk the clock if they want to. They got a 3-point lead.
Wow.
That was a huge 3-point play.
Big time bucket. Menchville, who has been down by as many as 10 points in this game, Greg. They were down double digits, found a way to get back into this ball game. Minute 57 left to play, but let's not count out the Pilots yet, Greg. The Pilots are for real. The Pilots are here to play. The Pilots are here to stay. We'll see who can come out on top in this crucial conflict.
45-42 at the line right now is Smith. She can make this a 2-possession lead if she makes this free throw. It's huge. She does. 46-42. Norview down by 4. They've been winning most of the game. They're having trouble getting it across the timeline. They give it to their bread and butter. Number 25, Jasmine Smith. They must have heard you, Nate.
Yeah, Jasmine Smith did a great job right there. If you notice, Greg, the one thing defensively that's changed, Menchville has been doubling and sometimes even tripling Diamond here in the fourth quarter.
Menchville regains possession here. They could milk the clock or be aggressive. We'll see what they do the final 128. Keep it right here on YouTube. It's 46-44 in favor of Menchville with 128 left in this game. State semifinals here at Menchville High School in Newport News. Glad you're with us. All right, Nate, what are the keys here? First of all, for Norview, you're down by 2.
Norview, you have to dance with the one that brung you, Greg, and that's 2 things, defense and rebounding. They got to get stops and they got to get boards and then get them buckets. And for Menchville, Menchville has to play mistake-free for 90 seconds, Greg. If Menchville can play mistake-free for 90 seconds, they will punch their ticket to the state finals.
You played all season long, the grind. Playing basketball without the team, practicing yourself, the great team effort, holiday tournaments, preseason conditioning, regular season, postseason, state level basketball tonight. Lock it in here on YouTube. Menchville's got the ball. They can milk the clock if they want. But Norview will be relentless as they are right now. 2-point lead for Menchville. Oh, they get a steal by Norview. And I think they're going to call a foul on, and Menchville get on defense. Norview will get the ball.
Lucky break right there for Norview. Now we'll see if the Pilots can cash in. Glad to be able to bring this to you. They've got to make these free throws, Greg.
And you don't want to think too much, just relax and shoot it. Well, the good thing for both teams, it stops the clock.
Yeah. It's easier said than done when you've got a whole arena yelling and screaming and trying to distract you, Greg.
They're free, but they're still throws.
They come with a cost. Thank you to everybody watching live from Boston to Boise, Fargo to Fresno, St. Louis to San Antonio, and all points in between here on the NNPS Telecom YouTube channel.
And she misses both. Menchville's got it.
Crucial miss.
1 minute left. 1 minute. Lock it in here. Menchville at home winning. No need to panic now. Norview gets some big boards. Now those free throws will really cost you, because if they would have gotten them and got this basket, the whole tempo of this game would have changed.
They got to make these shots.
Here's Diamond. She's in the lane, and she misses. She gets her own boards and connects. She's unbelievable. She is unbelievable. And Jonathan Wilson, the coach, knows it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Greg, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds right there is Coach Wilson's best friend. Going down to the wire, tied up, less than 30 seconds to go in this contest, Greg. It is anybody's ball game.
46 all. It's been mostly Norview throughout the first 3 quarters. Menchville's played very well here in the 4th quarter. But both teams right now, it's an even ball game. It's going to come down to, can you hold the ball? Yeah. Can you protect the ball? Can you get a good shot off?
And the thing is, Menchville doesn't have to give the ball up. They can run that clock down, take one last shot, or they can be aggressive. There's a couple different things you can do right now if you're Menchville on offense. If you are Norview, the important thing, Greg, don't foul. Do not foul.
No need to. Remember, there's no shot clock here in high school basketball. State semifinals, 1 win away. Either Norview or Menchville will play Woodgrove or Briarwoods. Congratulations again to the Menchville boys taking on Maury tonight. And also Highland Springs and Riverside for having a great season in state action. We're at Menchville High School in Newport News.
Great atmosphere.
You can roll the dice either way. It's anybody's ball game right now.
Woo.
This is what you've been dreaming of since you've been a kid, to get to the state championship.
Menchville's going to have to come up the length of the floor, Greg.
It could go into overtime. You never know. Menchville's got it. They're milking the clock here. Oh, it's a steal. Norview gets it. Oh, that was a pull. Why did you do that? Number 33. Helms is pulling her shirt.
Wow. Mental lapse right there.
Sometimes when you panic, you really panic.
Yeah, in the heat of battle.
And her coach is wondering why she was doing that. And she is going on the bench. It's not her fault.
And Jada Bryant at the line.
Crowd right now getting a little excited.
Jada's got to make these shots. High pressure moment, Greg.
Still anybody's ball game. And the pressure of the free throws. Remember, only 8 seconds left.
Yeah.
$46. This will be a big free throw here. Norview at the line. And they miss, but they get the board.
Wow.
And Menchville player gets poked.
Wondering why Menchville waited to call that timeout. They should have called it as soon as they got the rebound.
Both teams getting a little sloppy right there,
Wow.
Nate. That was a little sloppy action.
Unbelievable.
Sometimes when you panic, you start poking, and you don't want to panic.
3.3 seconds, Greg. That is it. The refs having a conference at midcourt almost.
And Menchville's had a lot going on this year as a school.
Yeah.
And their principals and administration are to be applauded. Great sportsmanship by both these teams tonight as we bring it to you live on YouTube. See the scoreboard.
Biggest mistake in my opinion, though, Greg, as soon as Menchville got that rebound, they should have called the timeout because they cost themselves at least 2 seconds. And those 2 seconds could be very big.
And then Norview gets the boards and they turn it over.
Yep.
So really, you're looking at a possible overtime game. And then you'll really see how much juice is left in the tank then.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to start feeling fatigue. Your adrenaline will get you over. 46 all, 3 seconds left. Menchville's got the ball. I remember Anthony Solomon did this, who played for Warwick when he beat so many teams over the years in postseason. It haunted Ferguson. Still does to this day. Oh, deep in the territory there for Menchville. Scoreboard says 0.
Is that a foul?
It's 46 all. We're going into overtime, Nate.
What? Oh, wow. Timeout by the Menchville Monarchs.
With 1 second left. But I think we're going into overtime here regardless.
I knew I heard a whistle. I didn't know if it was a foul or a timeout, but wow.
Exactly. He said it right, too. There was no time left, and now there's a second.
So were you surprised, Greg, that they inbounded the ball so deep instead of trying to move it to the front court?
You got to watch it, too, putting time back on the clock. Because you don't want anything off the court determine the factor on the court.
So with 1 second left, they've got time for a catch and shoot, basically.
Catch and release, that's it. But 1.0 is better than 0.5.
Yeah. Woo! What a game.
Heavyweight type fight tonight. Norfolk versus Newport News. A lot of pizzazz here, a lot of energy, a lot of moxie. All the girls, all 10 on the floor, leaving it out on the floor for their schools. Spirit, pride, and energy. Outside jumper is off. And the officials are looking over each other. Hold on, folks. No time left on the clock. That's it. Denise Calhoun says no dice. We're in overtime, just like you and I called it.
I'm telling
All right, stay tuned. We're in overtime. All right, we're in overtime now, folks. You are right here in the right place on YouTube. Thanks to all the great feedback we've had, all the great likes, all the great viewers. Thank you. Our viewers are our most valuable player tonight.
I'm telling you, yo, to quote Kevin Durant, you the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. We are glad to be able to bring this to you, the crew here. This is what it's all about. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to decide your season. Overtime, folks.
Our officials again, Ron Cross, Denise Calhoun, Ken Rose, trying to keep composure for themselves and the players. Jump ball. Remember that jump ball, jump ball. Get it, get it. It goes right to me. Wow.
I was ready. I was ready.
Menchville's got it. 46 all, overtime. Brand new game now. Outside jumper is off. No need to foul so early.
No. This is where you got to play smart. If you only got 4 minutes, you got to come out with some intensity, some aggression, but you have to play smart. You can't get these ticky-tack fouls.
Because we saw in the regulation how free throws, if they would have made someone either way, the game would have been over.
I mean, honestly, Greg, Norview should be walking away with the win right now because they had 2 chances at the free throw line and missed both of them.
But you said don't count them out.
Yep.
Big free throw here by Jada Bryant. Her and Diamond Wiggins have great chemistry.
Yeah. Jada
You
Bryant,
need chemistry on the court and off the court.
senior leader for this team. She missed the free throws at the end of regulation, trying to make up for it in OT.
Whoa, she's hurt. She's favoring herself. Haley Thomas. Cramps can happen here late in the game. These officials are letting them play. Norview's up by 1. 3:20 left in overtime. And this is fitting that it's overtime.
Yeah. These two teams have been battling back and forth all night. And there we see Smith playing a little ISO ball, looking like Joe Johnson out there. Little ISO ball, but this is what it's all about, Greg. You've got to take advantage of your scoring opportunities when they come. You got to work to get the best shot, and if you get fouled, you got to make the free throws.
We're on YouTube tonight, live right here on this Monday night, March 7th. High School Madness at Menchville, hosting the state semifinals. Tied up on the free throw by Amari Smith.
Amari Smith, the junior, trying to give the Monarchs the lead here on the second free throw, Greg. She's been a steady presence for the team.
Very calming influence for Menchville, who's up by 1, trailing. Here come the Pilots. Pressure, feeling it right now. Outside jumper is off. They crash the boards, and the Monarchs get it. Big possession right here for Menchville, and a great defensive play by Adrian Webb's Monarchs. Menchville up by 1 with 2:45 left here in overtime. The clock now becomes a factor as well. Shaky pass, but Menchville gets it. Menchville still regains control. They're milking the clock a little bit too, but it's still too early to do that. Monarchs up by 1 with 2:20 left here at Menchville. And Menchville still getting a ball. Official telling them
Menchville's got to get better with that ball rotation.
Coach Webb saying, just focus, focus, and focus. Outside jumper uncontested. And Menchville is crashing the boards and doing well. Menchville's aggressive board play is enabling them.
Menchville's board play is saving them right now, Greg. I think because what we're seeing on offense, they're not really having a plan. They're just running in there against that very tough defensive front of Norview. I'd like to see a little bit more pick and roll action. I think that could be effective for Menchville.
You can just see the body language. Menchville is positive.
Yeah.
And right now, Norview is a little fatigued. They're breathing hard, which is rightfully so in the overtime. First shot is up, and it's off. Still plenty of time, 1:48. But you got to be cognizant of the clock. Biggest event Newport News in a long time is tonight. Sports or entertainment. Forget the One City Marathon. This is the marathon tonight.
This game feels like a marathon as hard as these teams have been running tonight.
49-47. The real marathon is right here at Menchville. Norview with the ball. Shaky pass. They still contain it. And they get fouled. A lot of sloppy passing, but Diamond Wiggins is at the line, number 5.
That's who you want. If you want anybody to be at the line in crunch time, it is this junior Diamond Wiggins who has had such a great game tonight alongside Jada Bryant and alongside Jasmine Smith. Those have been the 3 catalysts so far for this Norview Pilot squad.
First shot is no good. Tonight's game is live on YouTube. Type nnpstelecom in the search bar. We're in overtime. It's 49-47. Menchville up by 2 with 95 seconds left. Second shot is up, and it's good by Diamond Wiggins. She makes 1 of 2. Free throws have been an issue tonight for both teams. Menchville now up by 1 as they decide what they're going to do. Every pass is important. That was a shaky pass. Timeout right here. Almost a turnover, and coach is like, whew, man, we got lucky there.
Menchville's got to get aggressive, Greg. They can't be tentative. Some of those passes looked a little too tentative. They need to go out there and enforce their game plan on Norview. On the other hand, for the Pilots, Greg, I think they got to keep playing this stout defense, but they've got to do a better job. When they get fouled, you got to convert on the free throws.
Yep, got to come up with a little bit more confidence and get that opportunity to connect, crash the boards even more. Leave it on the line right now. There's no turning back tomorrow. You can be tired the rest of the year.
That's the thing. No sense in saving anything in the tank, Greg. This is it. Empty the tank. Let it all out there on the floor. Leave nothing to chance. This is it.
Yeah, the rest of the offseason to relax. 1:21 left.
It's like the 12th round in a championship fight, or of the 15th round if you go back to the 80s. This is it, a heavyweight fight all night. The Monarchs, the Pilots. Been a great one, folks.
(49-48). Menchville with the ball. Underneath their basket. We'll see what the strategy that Coach Webb says here. Giving it to the great ball handler, Amari Smith. Norview trying to challenge her. What a great dribbler she is. Menchville up by 1 with a little over a minute left in overtime. And they're going into the 4 corners. .50 seconds left.
Wow. Big turnover right there by the Lady Monarchs.
And Elijah Price is pointing out all the viewers tonight. Thank you, Elijah, for that update.
And our floor director, Elijah Price, out here, Greg. But
49-48.
whoa.
Menchville gets it back. Oh, these girls are getting aggressive. No reason to get sloppy now.
There you go. That's
43 seconds left. Menchville contains the ball. Still 1 possession game. These free throws will be big, but plenty of time.
critical free throws. Norview's got to keep their head about them, though. They've got to be focused. Menchville, I think the thing with Menchville, Greg, is they've got to get a little bit sharper and crisper on those passes. And it's easy for me to say because I'm not out there. They've been playing all night long, so maybe they're tired. The zip just isn't there on those passes.
A little bit too hard right there for Woodson. And she can shoot from the baseline very well. 49-48, 43 seconds left in overtime. This is like the fifth quarter.
Yeah. It's fitting we've got Aaliyah at the line because this game has gone back, forth, and forth.
Too hard. Diamond with the boards. Here comes Norview. They got to watch it. Any steal right now could cost them the game. It's that important. Oh, off the glass. Jasmine Smith, maybe the biggest shot of the game tonight.
Little bully
Number
ball.
25.
Bully ball at its finest.
They didn't change the scoreboard either. The scoreboard's not changed. Now they just did with 8 seconds left. Woo. And a lot of extra seconds went off the clock there. 50-49, Norview from Norfolk is leading on the road by 1 point into overtime. So glad you're with us live right here on YouTube. Our biggest live event since the state championship in Richmond in 2000, in which Heritage and the late John Quillen won.
Absolutely.
Our biggest event on TV or the internet. As far as Peninsula sports.
Big time game, big time atmosphere. Menchville needs to hit these free throws. They've been very sloppy on offense in this last minute or so. The free throws have been their saving grace. So they've got to connect, and then they've got to play defense. They've reset the clock to 10 seconds.
As it should be. We saw a few extra seconds tick off. 50-49. 2 free throws made will be paramount.
Yeah.
1, maybe another overtime,
They need
Nate.
at least 1.
This is Thomas at the line. She shoots it and misses. This will be key. She's got to make it for Menchville to have a chance, unless they get the boards.
The weight of the world on Haley Thomas's shoulders, folks.
You can't think too much. Shot is up and it's good. 50 all, 10 seconds left. Who's going to throw it in bounds? You got to make good decisions here. Final few seconds. And the ball. That's it. That's it. That's it. We're going into double overtime. Nate, we might need to be here till tomorrow.
Can you believe it, my friend? Double OT.
Now, where's Elijah? He can help us commentate. All right, it's 50 all, double overtime. Stay tuned.
The winner of tonight's match goes to the championship game on Friday night at 6 o'clock at VCU in Richmond.
All right, 50 all. We're into double OT. Anybody's ball game once it gets into double overtime. So you're talking 32 minutes of regulation, now another 8 more minutes, like equivalent of another quarter. Menchville's ball. No time has gone off the clock. Nate, now what are the keys for Norview?
The keys for Norview, is Norview has to put everything behind them. They got to come out, play aggressive defense. Honestly, I think they need to set the tone here. Get a couple easy buckets in transition, work in that low post area. Menchville, though, Menchville's got to figure out what they're doing on offense, Greg. They had a lot of sloppy possessions that last minute of the first overtime, and they can't count on free throws to bail them out.
Norview trying to win on the road. Menchville trying to win at home. As the state championship contest awaits either team. Glad you're with us live on YouTube. It's 50 all. 3:40 left in the second overtime. Who will become the leader? Right there is a leader. Williams for Menchville. 52-50. You can't second guess now. You got to get the ball in bounds. A lot of great entertainment here tonight. Number 25 in the glass, she connects. She's been the go-to in the fourth quarter, Jasmine Smith.
Yeah, Jasmine Smith has taken over a lot of the load of the interior scoring for the Norview Pilots. She's really kept them in this ball game, folks.
Folks, you got to be a fan of girls and women's basketball. This is great entertainment tonight. These girls are putting their hearts out here tonight.
Right
Norview crashing the boards, and that's who you want to crash the boards is Diamond.
Yeah.
But there's the steal. And an excellent steal and follow through by Woodson.
Easy bucket for Aaliyah, the steal and the score.
And they're going to call a foul on Menchville.
One thing I'm seeing, Greg, when Norview is double teaming, Menchville is not passing out of the double team quick enough because they had a chance for some easy buckets, but they're just not passing. They're not moving the ball around. And again, fatigue, as you always said, makes cowards of us all. So maybe that plays into it, but they got to get better with that ball rotation.
Double overtime. Menchville is up by 2, and the free throws have haunted Mia Harrison tonight.
If Norview had been making its free throws consistently, we'd be home right now, Greg. This game would be over.
Free throws are no guarantee, as we've seen tonight.
Wow.
Big boards by Jasmine. Off the glass, she misses. Still crashing the boards.
The physicality.
And the officials are talking to the coaches. Norview will retain the ball, but you're not going to get but so many opportunities. Menchville up by 2 with 2:26 left in double OT. Greg Bicavera, St. Milton, our entire crew with you right here. Live on site. Sloppy pass. Norview contains it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only play blackjack, but so much. Nate, you taking the ace or you taking the king?
Yeah, you can take the hit or you can stand pat. And right now, Norview is being so physical right now, and Menchville is having an issue with that.
And that time, it did not work. You had 3 opportunities there, and they blew it. Menchville up by 2 with 2:19 left. You know these girls are all tired now. They're leaving it out here on the court. State level talent out here tonight. Got to watch the pass. You got to really focus on who you're throwing it to here.
Right now, Menchville, yeah, you got to pass out of that double team.
Both teams crashing the boards. And the officials got to make big calls here too. A lot of the pressure's on them as well. Yeah. They don't want to be the focus.
Right. The official never wants to be the focus of the outcome of a game. But in a game this physical, you're going to have the team shoot a lot of free throws.
Nate and I are neutral. We always have been, no matter what sport we do. We've done dozens. Always neutral. Let the best team win.
Absolutely.
And right now, we have no idea how this is going to turn out. Big free throw here by number 21. Titano. Almost like a Titanic-like free throw.
Tania Titano.
And she makes both. We're tied again. Double overtime. It's 54 all. Stay tuned. All right, 54 all. 54 all here in double overtime, Nate. We've seen free throws. We've seen misses. We've seen passes that have gone awry. But it's going to come down to the will to win, the extra effort. Somebody's got to really step up here, focus, and, it might come down to that last possession.
And neither team is ready to give up the ghost. It reminds me of that old Dr. Seuss book, Stop That Ball. Could this go on all day and night? It could, and it just might, Greg, because these two teams are so focused right now.
And that ball goes off the foot of number 4, Smith. I thought you were going to say green eggs and ham. That was Dr. Seuss too, right?
Yeah, Dr. Seuss had a lot of great books, but Dr. Seuss couldn't even write a story this good.
Nope, 54 all. And again, Norview has had trouble getting it inbounds all night long. Menchville's capitalized on the errors by Norview. Still plenty of time, 1:40 left. Double overtime, it's good. Menchville connects. Here comes Norview, down by 2. Diamond with the ball, number 5. In the lane. She gets stuffed. Jasmine. And she misses.
Wow.
Norview basketball. These girls are tired.
Yeah.
They've been up early this morning, going to school, traveling over here, playing 4 quarters now into double overtime. Both are to be applauded. Menchville's up by 2, 56-54 with 1:08 left in double overtime. Greg Bickavera, Nate Milton, glad you're with us. nnpstelecom Telecom on YouTube. And Norview connects. Greg Bick on YouTube and Twitter.
At N the number 8, MOZAIK, at Nate Mosaic on Twitter.
Glad you're with us. Less than 50 seconds. We're tied up. Menchville
Wow.
will have an opportunity. It's all about opportunities now. Number 3, Mia Harrison, who's played her heart out for Norview, has been second-guessing her free throws all night, though.
Yeah. Well,
she's had the opportunity.
And there's been a lot of opportunities on both sides for Menchville and Norview where they could have put this game away. But if Menchville is going to win tonight, Greg, they need to beat Norview because Norview is not going away. Not the team that beat Princess Anne when nobody said they could do it. Menchville's got to go and win. They can't expect Norview to just roll over for them.
At the line right now is Woodson. Big free throw. She made it 57-56. Second opportunity. And she misses.
Oh,
but
wow.
Menchville gets the boards. Great boards by number 15, Robertson. Menchville holding it. No reason to rush. They're up by 1.
They got to pass out of that trap quicker.
Coach Jonathan Wilson for Norview wanted to travel. He didn't get it. 29 seconds left. Menchville back at the line. Calm, poised. Number 10, Williams. This is a big free throw here. If you're Norview, you don't want to have to settle for a 3. You don't want to go for a 3. you'd rather just go for a 2.
Yeah.
First shot is up, and it's good. That was high up in the air, too. Like one of those old putts that the Dolphins used to do by Roby. Way up in the air.
Williams has stepped up here in this second overtime. But again, they still got to do a better job of passing out of those traps.
Wow. Menchville up by 3. And that's huge with 29 seconds left. Again, the theme here in the fourth quarter is Norview's had trouble getting the ball in bounds.
Yeah.
Menchville's done a great job crashing the boards, making their free throws, and getting second chance shots. Now time is a factor. Norview down by 3 with 22 seconds left. Jasmine Smith, she's fouled. And they're saying jump ball.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Official kind of like changed his mind there. That could cost Norview the game.
Wow. Now Norview's going to have to foul.
No other thing they can do. They're
Wow.
down by 3 with 20 seconds left.
That's a big-time call, Greg.
Yep, could have gone either way. Foul or turnover or jump. Nobody's even touching her. Williams is ready to dance to Richmond now. Who's going to go dancing to Richmond? Will it be Menchville?
Wow.
They're not fouling. Menchville wins it. Menchville wins it in double overtime.
Wow.
The Monarchs are dancing to Richmond on 64 West.
Unbelievable, Greg Bicaveras. What we just witnessed here, it was a crucial conflict, a clash of the Titans. You got to give all the credit in the world to Norview. Norview came out here. They did not lose. Menchville had to take it from them. What a great game. You do have to wonder, though, Greg, why Norview wasn't fouling there with the last 5 seconds of the clock. Why did they just let Menchville dribble out the ball?
Menchville was uncontested the last few seconds.
Wow.
I think Menchville was hungrier in the fourth quarter and in the final 2 overtimes.
Yeah, and you can't give enough credit to the free throw of Williams. Williams iced the game. Norview came out here with some intensity. They did not quit. You got to give them all the credit in the world. It's going to be a long bus ride back to Norfolk, but those girls, those young women have nothing to be ashamed of tonight, Greg Bicaveras.
And Menchville, congratulations to them, to both teams, but the Monarchs will be playing for the state championship. How does that feel? Woo. State championship for the Monarchs against either Woodgrove or Briarwoods. But they'll be playing in Richmond. They won't be playing here.
Absolutely. They get to take this show on the road, Greg. Head up to the state capitol. See if they can do some damage. See if they can bring home some hardware. You know this has got to be a great moment for the team, Coach Webb and everybody involved. Big-time moment. Pride coming back to the Ville. Amazing game that we have just witnessed, folks. Virginia High School League state semifinal. This is what it's all about. We saw the pride. We saw the passion. We saw the intensity from both teams, from Norview and from Menchville. Credit to the Pilots, but the Menchville Monarchs, Greg, keep on dancing all the way to Richmond, my friend.
And they won it 59-56 in double overtime. So it took time, talent, and treasure, but they got it done tonight as the Menchville team is victorious here at home. Nate, it's been a pleasure.
I'm telling you, Greg, it's about drive, it's about power. Menchville put in the work, put in the hours, and now they get to advance, and it's been a pleasure calling this game for the folks, Greg. Always a great time meeting up with you, my friend. This has been a great night of high school basketball.
Absolutely. As the coach, of course, happy there. We applaud both coaches again, Jonathan Wilson as well as Adrian Webb, for great sportsmanship by all these nice young ladies out here tonight. We're going to see if we can get a few words here with the coach, but he's celebrating and giving Dr. Surrey, a big hug right there as well. Nate.
I'm telling you, Greg, this is a big-time win for Coach Webb and the Lady Monarchs, bringing back that legacy, bringing back that lineage of the great Coach Phil Forbes here, Danielle Dawson, Chalois Elias, Michelle Rodriguez, so many great names that have worn the purple and gold, and now these young ladies get a chance to etch their name in that history book.
All right, we got the coach here. Nate, we have to give him your headset for a second.
All right, come around, Coach. Come on.
We got the victorious coach here. Got to give him your headset, though, Nate, so he can talk. Got to share the mic a little bit. Nate's got to get an assist. Congratulations to Adrian Webb, live on YouTube. Adrian, great win tonight in double overtime, my friend.
Appreciate it.
It could have gone either way. I think you did a great job containing number 5, Diamond Wiggins, but your girls, they didn't lose their poise at all.
You're right. Yeah, no, we were struggling shooting the ball early on. We couldn't hit shots. We struggled offensively a little bit. We got down in that hole. I kept telling them that, hey, we just got to keep fighting. We got to pay attention to detail. And they kept fighting down the stretch. They're big and they're aggressive, and they hurt us on the offensive boards. But as we were able to start getting stops, we were able to generate some points in transition, and then also we were able to generate points off our pressure.
Yeah, and it's been a grind. We mentioned all night, the regular season, the regionals, the state. But your girls, they fell behind a little bit, but they never let up. Yeah,
no, this group believes. We practice situations in practice every day, so we practice being down in those type of situations. So understanding time and score, understanding what we need to do. But those girls believe, all the testament to those girls, never in a game did they think that they were out of it. They believed that they were in it the whole time. And we knew we just needed a couple things to just start going our way, that the momentum would change around. And as the momentum changed around, we were right there. I thought we were going to close them out at the end of the game. I thought we were going to close them out in the first overtime, but we were finally able to do it in the second overtime.
And that's a testament for their resilience and your great coaching, too. Of course, now let me ask you this. You beat them already, 43-29. Norview beat them twice now, but now you got to, relax and have fun for the rest of the night. But then you got to focus on your next possible opponent. And, of course, what do you know about them?
So I've watched Briar Woods play. I didn't see much on Woodgrove yet. I know they come from that Loudon area up that way in Northern Virginia. So there's some good basketball up there. So I'll watch film tonight. I was focused on this game right here. I kind of looked across the state to see who was doing whatever, but I knew this was going to be a tough one tonight. This is for 757, and our area, being able to be the representative coming out means a lot. So I believe that in this battle, we're battle tested and we'll be able to represent very well.
Now, this is big. Menchville has been to the state championship before, but way back in the early 90s. So you have done a great job. Your dad coached here. Give a shout out to your dad.
Oh my God!
He mentored you.
Hey, the biggest hug that I could get here. I was with my dad for a few years before I took over, and I mean, I love that man to death. Words can't describe how
he set you up for this, right?
Yes, he did. I mean, he brought me in, allowed me to coach, allowed me to learn, allowed me to implement things while he was still coaching, and then he just kind of handed it off to me. He said, "I think you're ready," and I mean, this win is just as much his as it is mine.
This is the biggest win in Newport News girls basketball history, in my opinion, in Newport News. Nate and I said this was an event. This is bigger than anything going on.
Well, I think this was the game of the night, and I think there's a lot of bias towards it. They forget how good basketball we play over here. Those games between us and Hampton are not easy games. Both of us are very good teams that can compete with anybody around the state. And we have other teams in our district that do pretty decent and well over the years. So I'm excited for Newport News. I'm excited for our district. Like I said, I think we're going to represent well.
In our region, Smithfield.
Yeah, in our region. I mean, we Tupper's region. And Princess Anne is no slouch. Kempsville is not as good as well. And so all those 4 teams that were in the state quarterfinal from our area are really good.
We'll let you go celebrate with your team. Again, congratulations. I really enjoyed seeing your team. We enjoyed doing it on YouTube, and all the best Friday night.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure too. Right there.
Thank you.
Absolutely. The winning coach right there, Adrian Webb, as well. So we're going to wrap it up here, right here, as the Menchville Monarchs win. They move on to the state championship. Nate, your final words.
Absolutely, Greg. As Coach Webb said, man, this was a great night of basketball. All credit in the world to Norview. Those were a bunch of scrappy girls. They fought. They did not quit. They did not give up. But as you said at the beginning, there's only one person that can leave and dance on the way to Richmond, and it's the Menchville Monarchs. Special night of basketball, special night of competition. So glad to be able to bring it to you folks.
And Menchville will have one more chance to get that state championship win. So once again, I want to thank our great crew led by Ray Price as well and Nate Milton. I'm Greg Picaveras. Once again, Menchville wins it here at home in the semifinals. We'll see what they do in the state championship. Good night, and we'll talk to you soon.
They got 2 games out of us, so the price of one.